Hey yo family, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Peace, love, light, and plenty of blessings, dear family. Morning, morning, morning. Grand rising. What do you do, YouTube? What do you do, YouTube? Hey man, YouTube. It's a blessed day, man. I'm blessed today. I'm glad to share a video with you and the family, right? So how's YouTube doing? How's my family doing? Hope the babies are doing well, great, and great as always. So I was supposed to work today, but unfortunately, looks like I'm off today. So I just had to take the time to try to share something quick, small, quick video for the family. So something has been disturbing my spirit for some time right now, for a while. I was looking for the right time to say it. I didn't even know if it's the right time that I'm saying this, right? So, well, I believe I may ruffle some shoulders, I know that, by what I'm going to say, by what I'm going to share. But it's not that serious. It's just something that you have to think about, right? So hear me out and listen attentively, right? So I'm going to start by saying this. This is going to be like a topic. This is what I'm going to say. Black Americans, black people in Europe, like in England, in Germany. But because I'm in America, I believe that black Americans are laying down the blueprint on how to use our minds. This is the most powerful tool in the world. Black Americans are laying down the blueprint on how to use our minds combined with the technology that we have in our possession. Social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. Black Americans and black people anywhere in the world, in Europe, are laying down the blueprint how to use our minds combined with the technology to raise a nation, to elevate the minds of our babies and our young ones, change or raise the Christ consciousness of our babies, of our people. Why do I say that? Hear me out. African people born and raised in Africa who live maybe in America and Europe. I don't see anywhere in any social media platform where African people are communicating with one another, collaborating with one another, talking about how messed up our system is in Africa. We are not talking about how demonic and corrupt our African leaders are, right? But black Americans are laying the blueprint on how to do that, right? It seems as if so many of us are not paying attention. I was paying attention. I was looking everywhere on social media platform, looking for African people who are actually talking about the real stuff, talking about the truth. Truth lives within you. Truth lives within me. Greatness lives within me and within you. So what we have in our possession is truth, the power of our mind, with the technology that we have in our possession. So the black Americans are laying down the blueprint and they are doing the work. Once upon a time, a long time ago, millions of years ago, God used to live in Africa. God used to sleep in Africa. He danced with his people in Africa. He eats in Africa. He shit in Africa. God built Africa up from Africa. We used to rule the world from Africa. But that's not happening no more. So who are the new rulers? Black America are the new rulers. Which is why I'm saying that they lay down the blueprint. If you don't know, if you're not noticing, if you're not paying attention, they lay down the blueprint. We can learn from them. Alright? African people, we can learn from Black Americans. We can get mentorship from them on how to, for those of you who want to be like a public speakers or inspirational speakers, motivational speakers, but adding into what you want to say about the circumstances, the condition that our people are going through in Africa. I'm not saying that we have not been fighting. We've been fighting our leaders. We'll be fighting in our country. But it just looks like our people are giving up. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But our people are tired. Like they're giving up. They can't fight no more. They don't have that energy no more because they're scared of losing their lives. Right? So, Black Americans are laying down the blueprint on how to use this technology devices, social media platform, on how to destroy the corporates, and how to destroy the demonic mindset of our corrupt African leaders. Because so many of our African leaders don't even know economics. So many of our African leaders don't even know how politics work. So many of our African leaders don't even know how finance work, marketing. They don't know how to do that. So many of them don't even know how to rate a nation. This is why you see so many of them sitting on that chair. They're so old, grumpy, they're tired, they're sleeping in chair. They're not even paying attention to what is going on in the public. They're only paying attention to themselves, trying to get the back from the oppressors. We are trying to build a country. We're trying to get our country up. We're trying to build our country to be a better place for the world to visit. Right? There's another point that I want to make, but I'm not going to say that. Okay? But just hear me out. African people, if we are not willing to do the work, if we are not willing to speak truth to power against these African leaders who are in bed with our oppressors, if we are not willing to do that work, we have to shut up. We need to sit down. We have to be humble. We have to be quiet. We have to listen. We have to learn from those who are doing the work. Because those people who are doing the work, they are not scared of nobody. They're scared of God. Should I tell you how real leaders are scared of God? God lives within you. When you know the truth, and the truth is within you, because that's the only power that you have. That's the only weapon you have in your possession. The truth is the only position, the only power that you have in your possession. So it lives within you. If you cannot use it to speak truth to power against these corrupt African leaders, then we have to shut up because we are talking too much. Even me, myself, when I'm saying this out loud, I'm hearing myself out loud. You hear me? But it's not that I cannot do it. I can do it. But yeah, it's a problem. That's the problem with some of us. The problem is, are we going to back each other? Are we going to back each other? Are we going to support each other with evidence, documentation? Even when one of us don't even have that documentation and evidence, because this is something that we can talk about that comes from our mind, our soul, that we have experienced, that we have seen, but then we need documentation and the evidence to back it up, to back what we're saying. But then Black America, they got the blueprint. Black European, they got the blueprint. They have the evidence, they have the documentation to back what they're saying. So there's no reason for them, there's no reason for us African people to fight them. There's no reason for them to have this intellectual masturbation with our black brothers and sisters about our various countries. For real, we have to shut up and sit down. We have to humble ourselves. We are not going to do the work. Let the new rulers do it. Let the real rulers do it. Those are the new rulers. Alright. Shout out to the Nation of Islam. I'm gonna say that. Shout out to the FOI, MGT. That is God's kingdom. That's the new ruler. That's whom God's going to use to build a nation. Once upon a time, it used to be us African, but now it's Black Americans. If you're not seeing that, if you're not keeping your eyes open, if you're not paying attention, I'm sorry for you. You'll be left behind. Right? It is fact. This is what I want to share. I'm not gonna be long. I just want to make it short. So hear me out. If we are not gonna do the work, let's shut up. Sit down, humble ourselves. Let's humble ourselves. Let's pay attention. Let's get the mentorship from those who have the blueprint on how to raise the Christ consciousness of our people, of our babies, and build civilization to a better place. Right? So we can't afford to be fighting one another. We cannot afford to be fighting one another. I still see Black Africans, I still see Black Americans fighting one another, talking about rubbish, talking shit. That needs to stop. Alright? We can't afford to be left behind. We cannot afford to be left behind. Okay? A new war is coming up. We have to go forward. If we want to change our various countries, if we want to change our various African countries, we have to be able to use our mind, this powerful mind, and the technology devices that we have in our possession to break down our leaders. That's the problem. In Africa don't really have electricity like that. We don't have like the good technology, right? Some people in Africa are scared to use the technology to speak truth to power because of what our enemies, our African leaders, our powerful African leaders are going to do to them and their families. I know that. I feel for you. I mean, I'll be scared to, I'll be scared the same. But hey, man, truth is not scared of nobody. Truth is not scared of nobody. Satan, the devil, is scared of the light. Satan can stand the light. Satan cannot stand the light. He'll run away from light. When he hears the name, in what you say out of your mind to your mouth, he'll run away. Because you're backing what you're saying with documentation and evidence. Right? So African people, if we're not going to do that work, we have to shut up. We need to calm down. Alright? We have to calm down. Please, my African brothers and sisters, please, calm down. Alright? So, that's all I wanted to share with y'all today. And y'all have a nice day. Be blessed, be great, always. Think about what I said. Because the whole world is moving ahead. The world is moving ahead. African people, if you are left behind, don't blame the world. Blame yourself for not keeping up. Right? We have to blame ourselves for not keeping up. Right? So, let's buckle up and be ready to speak truth to power against our African leaders. We cannot let them to be sitting in their chair, sleeping in the chair, not paying attention to what's going on in the public. They don't know nothing about economy. They don't know nothing about finance. They don't know nothing about marketing. They don't even know anything, even about content creating. They don't know nothing. They don't even know how to use these technology devices. They are so scared that they're scared because they know that they'll be left behind and they will not be able to benefit because they only think about their interests. Seeing they only think about their interests, which is why they're running to the oppressors, to our oppressors. Right? So, we need to buckle up. We have to find a way to beat them down using this technology. Countries like South Africa, Nigeria, Rwanda, all these countries who have the technology, who have powerful minds, y'all can speak up. Please speak up. Okay? Speak up. I'm one of you. I love you, people. I love you. I don't care where you come from. I don't care whether you're not my brother, my sister, whether you're not my cousin, but I see you as my distant cousins. So let's wake up and let's do this work. Otherwise, we need to sit down, shut up, calm down, humble yourself, and let those who are doing the work, who got the blueprint, to do the work. You hear me? Alright, family. Have a blessed day. Be well. Be great. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of your immune system. Alright? Peace.